Greetings, Earthbound Travelers. Welcome to the night's episode of Will of the Dice presents The Darkened Queen and the Shadowed Rose. I'm Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM, and I will be your guide this evening on this train wreck of clusterfuckery. Before we get started, we do have some announcements. First announcement, we are for a mature audience only. If you're not a mature audience, you're going to want to leave. Secondly, we are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with any TTRPG creators, productions, publicists, any of that. We're just a group of individuals getting together to have fun and share it with you, the viewer. That's my shtick out of the way. Locke?
Hi gamers, I'm Locke Clark, and I'm here to talk to you about our partners tonight. Level Up Dice, fine purveyors of luxury dice for all your sexy dice needs. And tonight, let's get cosmic. I want to talk to you about a set of dice. They are really cool. If you like that sort of cosmic aesthetic, if you like the paintings of nebulas and pictures of deep space and stuff like that, you're going to like these dice. These are right up your alley. These are the light purple impression on Jasper Truestone dice. Now, we've talked about Truestone before. Truestone, when they cut dice out of semi-precious stones, they use water jet cutting technique, and it leaves behind little chunks of dice that are little chunks of semi-precious stone that aren't big enough to make into dice. Well, what do you do with that? You don't want to waste it, so they grind it down into powder, and then they mix different semi-precious stones and other materials together into a mold, and then they pour resin into it, and you wind up with a die that is 80% semi-precious stones and 20% resin. And they are really cool. They get some really cool patterns. And trust me, these dice are really cool looking. If the other way to describe them, I think, other than cosmic, would be they look like a carpet in an arcade in the 80s. That's a flashback. Anyway, moving right along. So you're going to want to check those dice out. And they're in the new releases section. And to do that, you're going to go through our portal to get there because it makes us look good to the company and you want us to look good, right? So you're going to go over there. You're going to go to https://bit.ly/L, Will of the Dice, all one word. Go check those out. That's bit.ly/LUD, Will of the Dice. And if those aren't your taste, there's plenty of other things to look at in the shop. And I know you need some dice. We all need more dice. Or someone in your life needs some more dice. So go pick out some dice for you or for somebody else. Also, we would like to thank the musicians who are providing music for tonight's show. Those musicians are Dwergar and our very own Patrick Taylor. Thanks, Pants!
Thanks, Pants. And to talk to you about our One Community, One Campaign, because we're all in this shit together, Ren.
Thanks, Tier. Tonight's One Community, One Campaign shout-out is for Mandy of Spellfire. Spellfire is located in upstate New York. They want to bring beautiful custom gifts you can't find just anywhere to pagans everywhere. Much of the inventory they make themselves or partner with other artists or source from around the globe. Come take a magical journey with them, whether you're a novice or an experienced practitioner. There's something for everyone there. And they're inclusive. And as you know, they try to make sure that they have a 24-hour shipment turnaround time. They know you want your items fast, and they work really hard to make sure that they get to the post office 6 days a week. Go check them out on www.spellfiregifts.com. That's SPELLFIREGIFTS. www.spellfiregifts.com.
Thanks, Ren. They got some cool shit. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, that's very nice.
My wolf bracelet. I got that from them. They got some great shit. Really, go check them out. All right, that is our announcements. Let's get into introductions.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Russell. 2 feet tall, orange and fuzzy, more dog-like than dragon. This wonderfully cute kobold was saved at an early age by a blood hunter and decided to become a blood hunter himself, although more of a cleric than less of a blood hunter. He's been traveling with these fine blood hunters, keeping them alive, and he's pretty stoked to be somewhere that is kind of away from the rest of the world. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
Hey all, Dan here. I play Garbo. He's a short little goblin with big, strong, muscular arms, and he's got a big old flail he likes to hit people with. He used to use a cauldron, but now the cauldron is no longer a weapon. It's due to it not working so well against these magical creatures that we keep on running up against. Anyhow, I like brewing up potions that make me even bigger and even stronger in my cauldron, and along with me, my constant companion, Mr. Stuffykins, the Stuffed Displacer Beast. You can find me on Twitter at RavenousDan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley. Tonight I'll be playing Eliana Trudeau, the spunky 5'2" elf with short spiky black hair, who tends to drink her feelings even though she knows she shouldn't. And she's been having a lot of feelings lately. She also has a habit of carrying the cleric around on her hip like he's her toddler. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi gamers, I'm still Lot Clark, and tonight I'll be playing Bjarnor Sandgar, the curmudgeonly middle-aged dwarf who is sometimes a giant 9-foot-tall bear, who is doing his best to keep this motley crew together despite his prejudices in general. He has come to see all of these wacky miscreants as family for whatever reason. And you can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
And as I said at the beginning of this, I'm Tier the DM. I am the world's okayest DM, and you can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM. As always, our safe word tonight is porcelain. Do we have any last requests before we get started?
Not the face.
Hi, Internet.
Hello, Internets. Greetings to those of you out there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is our last night for DQSR on this channel. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
We are moving to our own channel, folks, next week, starting Friday, February the 18th, with our cast guidance. You'll be able to find us on twitch.tv/Will of the Dice, all one word. If you haven't already, go give it a like, go give it a follow. That helps us out. Yeah. So, I guess we should play, huh?
I mean, it's that or cast tangent, I suppose.
It's what the people want.
The people want what we give them, what we tell them they want. No.
That's
Okay, so when last we left the party, they had traveled through the veil of life and death, unbeknownst to all of them except for one, who decided to keep that information to themselves. They had once more entered into the realm of the Candy King, where they were challenged to a duel, bless you, where they had managed to make their way through the royal icing swamp, losing some magic items on the way, like the bag of holding. Oh, shucks. And most of the shit in the bag of holding. Darn it. They had then awoken in another cave, finding an archway with draconic writing that basically told them that beyond the threshold lies the lost kingdom of Dragonclaw. This is where our story resumes, and this is where we discover, have you been forsaken to the will of the dice? Now, you all have gone up a level since last, so hopefully everyone leveled.
For those at home keeping track, and not at all my own, what level are we supposed to be at, good DM?
Well, for the edification of those at home, and not at all because you haven't leveled up Wesley yet, you should be level 14.
Oh, what are you talking about? I haven't leveled up. I am a 14th level kobold cleric of healing. I was just clarifying for the viewers at home.
Yeah,
and not at all worried I hadn't accidentally not leveled.
Let me see. I'm looking through my notes here. Y'all were cured of your exhaustion. Y'all are at full health. Y'all have had your long rest. And you stand on the precipice of legend and lore. For beyond this archway lies a fairy tale come to life. The formation of things forgotten finally revealed. What would you like to do?
Wow.
Well, that's a what?
Wow. Let's just take a moment. We are standing in history. This was in the sky? Damn. Okay, we can keep going now.
I'm trying to remember if Wesley had read out loud the arch to us or only read it to himself.
No, he's read it himself.
Wesley,
Hmm.
you keep saying we are standing in history, but it looks to me like we are standing in a cave.
Yeah, the beyond us is the city of Dragonclaw.
Oh, is that what that says?
Yeah. You don't... Oh. That's my bad. I assumed that people who are taller than me and generally have pointed ears know like 17 languages and are able to say it forwards and backwards. That's my bad.
There are people of my tribe who can speak many languages, but unfortunately I only know 2.
See, that's that again. My bad for assuming. Obviously, that is, a thing that happens sometimes when a kobold meets a tall person who has pointed ears.
What's your kobold sensibilities tell you about slightly taller than you with big beards?
Oh, Master Dwarf, you've told me you were a dwarf.
Yeah, but you know I can read that, right?
Yeah, I didn't say that you couldn't.
I'm just saying.
That's good. We know I like. Hey, and then he'll like switch to Dragon. It's a pretty cool language, right? Like it sounds like I'm a dragon right now, but
Yeah,
other people.
There's a lot of books written in this language. That's why I like it.
Well, yeah, a lot of history books. Dragons tend to be really good at keeping history.
Ellie, has something happened to him?
I think it's one of those things like when I get excited then I speak in Elvish.
Oh, okay, that makes
Speaking in
sense.
whatever that is, and she'll point it out,
Yeah,
right?
just a bunch of grumbling, roaring to me. I don't know, just kind of noises.
Oh, Garbo.
Uh-oh.
As you're talking, you catch movement out of the corner of your eye. And you swear you see a pair of eyes lock to yours for just a moment before disappearing into the shadows of this archway.
I think I saw something. I'm gonna look at... Gonna start creeping up and looking.
All right.
Did you say I think I saw something out loud?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
Ellie will look at him and then in the direction he's looking.
Oh, that's real bad.
Okay, Wesley will stop talking and just look in the direction that has been pointed out.
Oh, it's a 12.
Garbo, in your mind, you are the most stealthy thing to ever live. You are one with the shadows. Not even your own clothing will betray you as you sneak forward. Those of you looking into the shadows, give me a perception check.
Don't fuck me, Ustad. Ustad. That's not the way to start.
Eliana?
That's 26.
Hold on a second. I just realized something. Your nameplates are way off because y'all didn't change your names from last game.
Oh, shit. You want us to do that real quick?
Yeah.
I can fix
I think Lox is the only one that's not changed.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry.
I don't know if last game I made you keep your names the same. We'll be right back, folks. Let's get this figured out. Wait, maybe that fixed everybody. Yay!
There we go.
Everybody's in their
Yay.
right boxes. So,
Wonderful.
since Succubus had put nameplates are off, but I couldn't understand what they meant. I'm really slow, so sometimes you got to explain things a little bit more detail. But thank you for pointing that out, because I kept going, what are they talking about? And then I noticed in the thing. All right, Bayanor.
This is some really nice stonework. I'm admiring the arch really heavily. I apparently missed what Garbo said.
Okay.
I rolled. I got a 2 + 1 is 3.
Yeah, it is beautiful, beautiful stonework. Eliana.
26.
All right. Wesley.
15.
You all will see Garbo, who, in his own mind, is the most stealthy creature, tiptoeing, prancing forward. You can hear the cartoon ding, 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 music playing, and you will catch the profile of a face. As you draw close, you will see a man, Garbo, down on all fours, looking at you face to face. He is muscular, his head clean shorn, his beard in multiple braids, almost like that of a dwarf. He is covered in tattoos, things that are draconic in nature, looking similar to the ruins along the archway. He will look you in the eyes and go, boo.
Garbo goes screaming into the room with everyone else.
The hell?
There's a thing. It's I guess it's just a man, but it was really scary looking.
Well,
Uh,
well,
Ellie will
It's
step
all dark.
between- Ellie will step between whatever this thing is and where Garbo is.
wait. No accents. We're here in history. Maybe not everything's trying to kill us. Maybe.
Better safe than sorry.
I didn't say I was
Yes.
trying to kill him. I'm just standing between in case.
That's fair. And Wesley would kind of like peek out behind. Hello?
Hello.
Are you friendly or?
I reckon that depends.
On?
What are you doing here?
Would you believe that? And he like is fumbling for his business card. He's a little shaking because this big growly voice is coming out of the darkness, and he's a little kobold. Would you believe that we're sent by the gods to stop the apocalypse?
You lot.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Got a problem believing that you would be sent here. Yeah.
That's fair. And he's gonna start to like slowly walk forward with his hands up. One hand has his business card in it. He's walking forward. I have proof of documentation. And he's like carefully putting it out in front of him. He has no idea where this guy is because he's not seen him, but he's just walking to where Garbo was.
As you move forward, this individual will step from the shadows. They stand 6'9" tall. They are topless, their chest covered in scars, muscle, and more of the draconic, iconic tattoos that are war blessings. They wear lower robes with a wide white belt, a warhammer in their hand, and a mace hanging off their belt.
He'll just kind of shaky little kobold hand hold up the business card for him to read.
He will pick up the business card, read it. What's Blood Hunters doing here?
I guess would you believe we're trying to save the world?
I know it is hard to understand and hard to believe a group such as us would be here, but the gods have indeed instructed us to assist with stopping a coming darkness, and Mordred Nighthawk himself, the King of Mountain Crest, directed us here. We are to retrieve a blade that once belonged to Jonathan Bloodlust.
Oh, fuck. He will immediately lower to sit cross-legged on the ground, rubbing at his temples. So it's true then. The end times are upon us.
Yeah, and that's probably the best news you're going to hear today.
It's like the pre-party for the party. If we can stop the pre-party from getting too wild out of hand, we can stop the party, if that makes any sense.
I guess I should be happy to see you, if you are the ones from prophecy.
You mean the one prophecy that talks about specifically a kobold, a dwarf, a tall person with pointed ears, and a goblin all working together and saving the world? And he'll kind of straighten up a little taller, but he's still kind of scared. Then yes, it's us. That's what we're talking about.
The prophecy I'm talking about refers to those that will put Dragonclaw where she belongs once more.
Where's that?
The sky.
Ooh. Well, I am pretty strong, but I don't know if I can lift the whole town into the sky. That seems pretty tough.
Look, I don't know what your prophecy says, but we got a job to do, and we're here to do it. Mordred's ex-wife, she's got one of the other blades. We got to put a stop to her before shit gets even more out of hand than it already is.
Oh.
So, are you going to help us, or?
So you're here because the blades are in play.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, I do not envy you all. He'll stand, pop his back, stretch. I've been guarding this entrance for hundreds and hundreds of years. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Tyrlock. Tyrloc. For those of you keeping notes.
We had a baby.
We had a baby.
Tyrlock.
Tyrlock.
Oh, yes. I am so out of it tonight, guys. That's what you can expect tonight.
That's gonna be one pretty dude, man. He's a pretty dude.
He's gonna be sexy as fuck.
That's right.
I have guarded this place for a long, long time. So if you are ready for the challenge, then you may enter.
Of course, there's a challenge. Why is there
What
always?
kind of challenge?
He will take his warhammer, strike it on the ground. You will see a black aura surround him for a moment. The man that was standing in front of you will disappear. You see what looks to be a dragonborn, but different, slightly taller, more muscular, a set of wings protruding from the back, the tail wrapping back and forth around one ankle. The way of the blade gets you through.
So
we
we
all
gotta,
have to fight you.
If you want in,
so do we fight you single combat or as a group?
as a group, wouldn't be
Oh.
fair one-on-one.
Yeah, that's awful nice of you. Hey, out of curiosity, because I don't remember the end of last game, did we do all the usual like wake up things? Did we sing Kumbaya and all that?
You did not sing Kumbaya at the end of last.
Okay.
Nope.
Just checking.
Is this really the only way? We do not wish to harm you.
What lies ahead is dangerous. What lies ahead is devouring, consuming, the gnawing and gnashing of teeth and the wailing of the damned. If you cannot get past me, you will not survive.
We
This
do not
is the
fear
way.
those things. We do not fear those things. I just simply do not wish to harm you.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I am not very persuasive, so this is going to be a flat roll. $19?
I rolled a 20.
Ah, so close.
If only, lady. If only.
Listen, friend. You know what we are, right? You know what blood hunters do?
I was there at the birth of your order. I know.
Well, we kill monsters. You a monster?
I'm worse than a monster.
I rolled a book.
I'm a dragonlith with a fucking purpose. Now enough talk. Let's fight! Please everyone join me in Owlbear as I get it set up because I didn't expect this. The dice decided...
We tried to talk him out of it. And really, Ellie doesn't want to hurt him because as far as she's concerned, he's just a guard doing his job. That's a damn waste of a natural 20.
Patrick doesn't want to hurt him because Tierlock's his friend.
If it will let me switch over to the map. Let's get the battle music going. All right. Bayanor.
15.
Eliana.
25.
Garbo.
19.
Wesley.
7.
All right, Eliana, you're up.
Uh-oh. All right. Apparently, despite rolling a 25, I was not actually ready to go first. Okay. I really don't want to do this. And she's going to attempt to use Blood Curse of Binding.
Alrighty. And that is?
You attempt to bind a creature you can see within 30 feet of you that is no more than one size larger than you. The target must succeed a strength saving throw of a DC 16.
They got a dirty 20?
All right, so he's unaffected by it.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Nope, that's just a bonus action.
Okay.
Seeing that that's not working, she's going to use her action to cast... do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Alrighty. And that brings up 3. Is that correct?
Yes. Brings up 3 illusory duplicates of myself that appear within my space. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with me and mimic my actions, shifting position so it's impossible to track which is the real image.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Calling that divine, or not divine, but that arcane power blasting from you. These images appearing, moving, looking much like a displacer beast as they just move with you, making it hard for anyone to focus directly on you. That will bring up Garbo with Bayanor on deck.
Okay, so, Garbo is going to run past Bjarnor, back behind Wesley, and then I should have enough movement that I can then go from there, wrapping around behind Tierlock and getting in a flanking position with Wesley.
Yes, you do.
And while I'm doing that, I hit my flail against my head, bleeding all over it, and lighting it on fire.
Woof.
Taking some damage, taking 3 points of damage, and then we're gonna start hitting him.
Alrighty.
I have advantage because I'm flanking. And the first one is a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And that will do 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of fire damage. And then I have one more attack. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Dealing another 13 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire damage.
So the quick footwork of the goblin running around behind this large creature, the flaming flail slamming once, twice into the creature, he'll growl, looking back over his shoulder at you, his tail snapping up. It is now Bayanor's turn.
All right, I am going to bonus action transform, assuming my my bear form, and then I will take movement. I'm going to do the same thing that Garbo did. Yeah, I got plenty of movement to go around Wesley and get to the other side. That's what I'll do. So I move around to here. And then I will swing my axe at him.
Alrighty.
27.
27 will hit.
For 9 points of slashing damage. And the second attack will not hit because I don't think a 13 is going to do it.
Nope, 13 will not hit. The creature arching an eyebrow almost with this dragon-esque head as the dwarf transforms into the werebear, roaring in rage, spinning around with the axe, digging in, cutting through scale on that first strike. It is now Tierlock's turn. First snapping his tail at you, Garbo. 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
We'll use the ambassador dice. They've been good to us. That's 15 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
15? Okay.
Yes. Then taking his axe, spinning, coming down towards you, Bayanor. Or his warhammer, I'm sorry. 19.
It meets.
Ooh.
$22 points of bludgeoning damage divided in half because you're werebearer, so 11
Yep.
points. Second attack against you as well, Bayanor. That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
That is 18 points. So
A 9.
he will then take an attack of opportunity from Wesley, Bayanor, and Garbo as he moves. So Wesley, go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. He's just gonna swing out with his fist because he doesn't have any of his weapons out.
Okay.
So his little fisty. Ha. Okay, love this app. It's so good. Gonna be. Come on, really? We're gonna play this game today? Do it. There it is. Haha. A 15.
15 does not hit. You make contact, but it hurts as you slam into the tough scales of the dragon lith's hide. Bayanor.
Yep. 17.
17 does not hit.
All right.
Garbo.
All right, Ambassador Die. You have to do better than that. Might have to switch to the hematite.
Oh, goodness. I only rolled a 15.
That will not hit.
Mhm.
I need Garbo, Wesley, and Bayanor to please make a dexterity saving throw as he opens his mouth, acid spewing forth as from his breath. Bayanor.
19.
Okay, so you'll take half. That will be 17 points of damage. Garbo.
17 is halved.
18.
Yes.
18.
18. 17 points of damage. Wesley.
I got a 17.
17 points of damage. That'll bring up Wesley with Eliana on deck.
Wesley's gonna look over to Tierlock and say, and speaking in Draconic will say, "You have been here for years upon years, and yet you will not know. You do not know and recognize true death when you see it. Feel this harm." He'll point his finger out, and then I need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 18.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a 6th level harm.
That is a failure.
Okay, so that's 14d6. He also is going to be. There's some other bad stuff that happens. This is a big spell that I don't use very often, and that's why I don't use it often. Come on, dice. 14d6s. Okay, so he'll take 40 necrotic damage.
You said 40?
Correct. And his hit point maximum is reduced by 40. And it can't the fails to say for 1 hour his hit points is reduced. His maximum hit points are reduced by 40. Any effect that removes a disease allows a creature's hit point maximum to return to normal before the time passes.
All right.
And that is his one action. As a bonus, he'll pull out his little kobold. His little interact will be pulling out his kobold sphere and looking at Tierlock with eyes of like, you should just let us pass.
Good deal. All right. That will bring up Eliana.
You would have been a great benefit to us as a guide instead of as an adversary. she will step forward with her duplicates and attempt to take a swing at him. Make sure I got my sword stats pulled up in front of me, because otherwise I'm sitting here going, what am I doing? All right, so that's a crit. So that's
Yay!
31.
Okay, so remember, new crit rule. Your
All right.
whatever the damage is for your weapon, so you get max damage plus D whatever added to it, plus modifiers.
So that'll be 18 points of damage. And then second swing. Not quite this time, it's a 19, plus the 11, so 30. So that'll just be 1d6. A 7. 11 points of slashing from that one.
All right. The coming in quicker than he anticipated. He's trying to throw his hammer up to block your blade. You feel it strike deeper, strike true. That crit hitting in, coming back. Another one slipping past his defenses. Another line of blood drawn. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, that will bring up Garbo with Bayanor on deck.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I guess I gotta. Okay. Well, okay. Ellie is in melee combat with him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So yeah, I have plenty of movement speed. Come up and flank with Ellie. And we'll start wailing on him again. Let's see. That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Dealing 10 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage. And then one more hit. That is a 21 to hit.
21 just hits.
Oh, good. That one's gonna deal 16 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage. That is my turn.
All right. That'll bring up Bayanor.
All right. I am going to draw my axe across my forearm, activating my Crimson Right, which is I'm gonna play with the one I haven't played with yet. I'm doing what is it called? Got a name. Right, here he is. I activate Rite of the Oracle.
Okay.
And raise my axe in psychic damage. And I take 3 points of damage for that. And then I'm going to run over to him. I assume I have enough movement to... Oh, God. Run up right beside Garbo here. And I will swing away at him. Um, 27.
27 hits.
That will be 9 plus 7, yeah. 16 points of slashing and 4 points of psychic.
All righty.
Second attack.
Yep.
Second attack is 22.
22 hits.
And he will take 11 points of slashing, and 5 points of psychic.
He looks rough, like he is just barely holding on. Is that your turn?
I will yell at him. Stand down! Don't be stupid.
Feel the twist of pain. He will slam his warhammer down. I need everyone, except for Wesley. Wait, hold on. Let me measure the distance. Yeah, you're just outside, Wesley. I need a dex saving throw. All right, Bayanor.
Excuse me. 22.
All right, 35 points of radiant damage.
Oof.
Garbo.
16.
16?
Yes.
70 points of radiant damage. Eliana.
30.
35 points of radiant damage. That will then bring up Wesley.
Wesley is going to slowly walk over to Tierlock. He is going to speak. As he's walking over, he's going to say to Tierlock in Draconic, I'm asking you one last final time to stand down. Otherwise, I feel that this fight is over. He's like trying to do like a persuasion, like as an action, do a persuasion check to get Tierlock to stand down. You are a great warrior. We see this. Our skills have been tested thoroughly. We wish not to kill you. Please stand down.
Give me a persuasion check. This is a high DC, but it's not impossible.
It's okay. I have a +8. I'm going to use my lucky roll fast. Do. My dice keeps disappearing. There we go again. A 23.
All right. I'm going to roll to see if his determination... You know what? I'm not even going to roll. You rolled a 23. That's a hell of a persuasion roll. He will look at you for a moment and then nod, lowering his weapon slowly, watching each of you. He will reply in Draconic. You have given me my life this day. How can I repay you?
In Draconic, he's just going, I mean, if you allow me to, like, give you some heals, because, I know that spell probably, I'm sorry for doing so much harm to you, but, I could heal you a little bit, and then maybe you'd like to kind of help us get to where we need to go in Dragonclaw. I feel like that's fair, and then you can go back to guarding the entrance and debt repaid. We can be friends afterwards too if you want. That'd be cool.
He will reach into the pouch on his belt and pull out a golden diamond encrusted key and hand it to you.
He'll take the key
And then he'll drop to his knees, turning back into that human form. I cannot enter the kingdom. I have been sworn to stand at the entrance. If you find the proper proverbs, you'll know where to put the key. I would say more, but the night has 1,000 eyes and the day infinitely more.
That's fair. That's fair. And he'll put a hand on Tyrlock's shoulder and cast heal.
All right.
At 7th level, so he gives him 89 health points back.
Very cool. You want to know how many he had left before that?
If he had less than 20, I would have killed him because I was about to do Divine Word to him.
He had 4.
Yeah, dead ass. That was my action. Had the persuasion not worked to above table, my bonus action, I was going to use it to cast Divine Word, and if he was under 20 and failed, he would have just died. So me as a player did not want that to happen because I know Tyrlock, but so thank you for the words, the proverbs you say. I'm going to take that as a cryptic hint of where to look for those. Yeah, excuse me. If fighting gives me gas sometimes, sorry. Yeah. We'll just find the things, and I hope you feel better, and thank you. And, yeah, let's be friends.
A word of warning.
Mm.
Stay away from the water.
Water bath.
You have draconic heritage. You might survive. The rest would not.
Well, I've really been called a little dragon before. Like, I got a little dragon in me, but that's pretty cool. Well, cool.
Has all this been in Draconic? Oh, okay. Bjarnar, what are they saying? What's going on?
He's talking in riddles like they always do. He gave us a key. He said we gotta figure out the right proverbs that'll tell us where to stick the key. And he said, stay away from the water. It's bad.
So we're not killing each other anymore.
No, we're cool. We're cool.
Oh, okay, good. It's really nice if someone told me that, but that's okay, I guess.
Rest well, hero and guard of the sacred realm of Dragonclaw. May today have been less boring than the years before. And thanks for not killing us.
Eliana is going to allow her mirror image to drop. Step forward, place a hand on Tyrlock's shoulder, if he'll allow her. You are a brave and noble warrior.
If you are the ones from prophecy, that means more of my kind will once more tread the realm of Runeth Kesha. You give me hope.
All the more reason for you to be here to see it.
You are... He will switch to Elven. You do well to bring pride to your tribe.
She will respond in Elven. I will always do my best. And thank you.
He will look at you, Garbo, and stick forth his warhammer.
What?
It needs a new master.
You're giving me that? Oh, wow, okay. Thank you, I guess. I go, well, shoot, now I got all kinds of weapons. Okay. Well, thank you.
It is a warhammer +3.
Oh my goodness, wow. Holy moly.
You know, you said you're more than a monster. And the way you said it, you seem to think that you are quite monstrous. Well, I don't know about all that. But I do know a noble foe knows when is the right time to lay down arms and when it's time to stand up for the right cause. You chose wisely today, friend.
Wisdom sometimes comes at the most inopportune times. If you are not the ones that were supposed to pass, then I have failed. I pray to see Dragonclaw in the sky, lest I close my eyes to eternal slumber.
If we're not the right ones, but we do stop the world from ending, then that leaves room for the prophecy to still be fulfilled, and that means you'll be here to test the next to come. Take solace in that.
You are different than the others that have come. Most have never wanted to show mercy. I take solace in that. I am a dragonleth. And while that may not mean much to you, we once held a place of honor. And I pray that once more, through your deeds, we do. Now I must slumber. He will meld into the stone, disappearing.
Wow, that was cool. It smelled like an ancient guard, and we almost died. And by the way, everybody, and he'll throw up his hands. I'm sorry that I definitely used big spells on him, and probably could have been used for better. But have some recompense. Feel the heal. And he casts a 5th level mass cure wounds on everybody. So that will be. It's a dice roll. Very nice. 30 hit points back to everyone.
Good.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we ever had breakfast. We could have some food and, like, you know, maybe sing Kumbaya and do all that kind of stuff.
Or like have maybe like a couple hours rest. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I could do that. I could go for that. Make some stew. Drink a cup of brew. You know.
No
Like a
sleeping.
short rest.
No
Yeah,
sleeping.
just a short rest.
Yeah, just a
No
short rest. No sleeping. I don't need sleep. I just.
We
need
don't
to-
want to get sucked back into the Candy King's realm
Yeah,
again.
yeah. No. Okay, so no sleeping. Okay.
I'll put on some coffee.
Yeah, a lot of coffee. Need a lot of coffee. Keep us awake until this is over. I guess I don't know if we can somehow do that.
I'm still not sure that it would affect us here. I do wonder if the reason we were affected there was because we were in the deep and the nightmare realm leaks into the deep. We were essentially touching it there.
Yeah,
So we might be okay to sleep here?
But we were here-ish. We came through the teleport, and then we went to sleep and woke up in the Candy Kingdom.
I'm not sure that we were here when we woke up in the Candy Kingdom, though.
I don't know.
Give me-
Still be careful.
Bayanor and Eliana, give me insight checks.
Okay. Oh, it's not a very high one.
That's good.
Well, it's not too bad.
25.
18.
There's no troll body here. There's where you went through the teleporter is a different place than where you are now. You're not sure how the teleportarium was altered, but it was in such a way that it brought you close enough that Jack could snag you. Being this far away from the deep, unless the deep expands its clutches, you all will be safe. You all are able to work together to come up to that conclusion.
Nonetheless, at the moment, we're taking no chances.
Okay, so, I'm gonna make a cup of my brew, drink some brew, get my muscles all back in order, and you know what? I'll take a little bit of time and make everyone a little bit of a treat. Use my new hammer to crack some walnuts. Roast some chestnuts. Make a nutty crumble for everyone.
All
I
right.
demand Gorp.
So everyone, if they eat the treat, you get 4 temporary HP.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna eat this now.
And I will spend some hit dice to regain some HP.
I wished I had snacks. Y'all making me snacky. I ate the last of the cheesecakes before we started.
Oh,
So y'all are resting. You get the benefits of a short rest. You may mark that on your character sheet. You may use your hit dice to restore any lost hit points. You take the time to do the mass death ward.
Yeah. In order to complete it, though, we all have to say one thing that we are grateful to be alive for. Wesley says in the circle of people. Who wants to go first?
I'm grateful to be alive for Mr. Stuffykins.
That works. That's a perfectly good thing to be alive for.
Yeah.
Liana?
I don't know, Wesley. I just don't know.
That's fair. And there's a lot of stuff to be very sad about and stuff like that. But sometimes when you're thinking about moments that you could be dying, there's usually something that burns into your head. For me personally, it's this really good, like, weird meat pie, blood pie that they serve at back home at the bar. And it's so good and tasty, and that is what really keeps me, if I'm not gonna die and get scared, I just be like, this is it. That's what's worth it. That's waiting for me at home.
That sounds really good. Can I change mine to that?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, no, when we get done with all this, you're all welcome. We're gonna have a pint. Yeah, it'll be great. So,
I don't know, Wesley. When I get hurt, all I think about is seeing Sarah.
that's fair. Maybe staying alive for her, because didn't she say that? That's right? Completing the mission?
No, she said she'd be waiting for me, that we would be together when this was over.
That's fair. But I mean, that's fair. Staying alive long enough and so that you can die and be with your dead lover. That's a good idea, too. Bjarnor?
Coffee.
You know, and you'll pull out his little book, and you'll see that he's been keeping notes on like what everybody has said, and Ellie's is usually like question marks or something just like ridiculous. Garbo's is always some sort of food, lots of Mr. Stuffy Kids, but every single time, it just says coffee, and there are tally marks next to the word coffee. So this important, I had a feeling. Well, everybody, that concludes our group mass dashboard session today. Good rest, good times, and yeah, thank you.
All right. What do you wish to do, intrepid adventurers?
Before we start moving, I'm going to go and like give a real hard look at that. Can you remind us, A, what the archway says, and then I want to like fully investigate the archway and see if there's anything hinky about it.
Shit, I have no idea what the archway says. I didn't write it down. I made it up as I went. So
there you go. Okay, so it's not. It doesn't say something cryptic that could bite us in the ass if we misinterpret it. That's all I needed to know.
No, it just basically said, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter."
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't write down the exact wording, just that it says we are in Dragonclaw.
Anyway, I'm investigating the archway before we head on to make sure that we're not missing anything. Nothing weird about it.
All right, this is where we're going to go ahead and take our break. I need to get some pain medicine and stuff. And we'll be right back in 10 minutes. Hang out. Stay with us. And we are back. Thanks so much for hanging out while we went and got our snickety stacks, our drinks of choice. Handled everything we needed to. Before the break, we had found the archway leading into the lost kingdom of Dragonclaw. They had met Tyrlock, the guardian of the entranceway. They had done battle and persuaded him not to forfeit his life to allow them to pass. You were investigating the archway. Give me an investigation check, Baynor.
Oh, that's a 19 plus investigation is plus 8, 27.
There's nothing like, there's no traps or switches or anything. It's just solidly constructed archway with the draconic writing that tells you to abandon hope as you are entering the lost kingdom of Dragonclaw.
Well, I don't see anything untoward about the entrance. Good stonework, though. Real pretty. These Dragonclaw folks knew their work. All right, everybody remember, beware the water. And let's go see if we can figure out with these proverbs we got to sort out ours so we can figure out where to stick this key and get the blade.
I think I have an idea for that. Good tier. As we are passing through the archway, is there any sense that we can see like buildings or whatnot that look like churches?
As you pass the archway, you will be greeted with light from torches dancing off of black obsidian walls, strong stalagmites rising up, jutting from the ground, razor sharp as they glisten. This is obsidian and flint. This is sharp stone. You see a narrow passageway covered with razor shards sticking in and out. Baynor, you in wolf and bear form will not be able to traverse this. That's how narrow this path is.
Oh, actually, we took a short rest, so I would no longer be in bear form.
Okay.
I need to adjust that on my sheet. Because they don't make it easy. I got to go into the manage feature and change it in my levels. But
That
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I could just click a little checkbox on the character sheet.
I think they're working on that. I've heard some things about their generic list system soon coming out.
Yeah. Well, they still haven't made Bloodhunter an official class. So I think that's part of why it works, but it doesn't fully work.
That's fair. I think someone was quoted as saying, all the Critical Role stuff is like official homebrew of like, this is an official homebrew example, because they'll never actually be like official, I guess.
Some of it is official because they've published books. We're getting off topic, but the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, and there's another one that are proper Wizards of the Coast published books, and all the things in there are, and Tal'Dorei is now an official world, but some of the stuff just hasn't made it into any of the books that are official yet.
Nice.
Anyway, all right.
Well,
So, yeah,
this
enjoying
is
going through.
it's a sharp, pointy cave here.
I was not expecting that. Is there like ways, like there's like a path and then there's death, basically?
You follow the path? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
That sounds like a rational plan.
All right.
Yeah.
Certainly
I-
more rational than like belly flopping into the shards of rock or something.
Right.
Is this one of those Last Crusade things?
Can I get marching order, please?
Ooh.
Kind of sounded like Wesley went ahead of us.
He was kind of towards the front. But he's gonna, before he does the following, he will ask, "Sir, is it just me, or can like everybody see like right now? Like it's kind of like dark. Like there's like the torches and stuff, but like you can see in the dark, right? Like everybody can see in the like me. I can see in the dark. Can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. With that being said, who wants to go in front of me? Does anyone want to go in front of me? I'll go in front if we want.
I'll go front. Fine.
Do we go dwarf, goblin, kobold, tall person with pointy ears?
Wesley, you know you can call me an elf, right?
Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna be 100% real. I couldn't remember if we had discussed in any of the previous sessions with like you and me on one-on-one if both your parents are elves, or if one of them was an elf and then one wasn't an elf. So I didn't want to be offensive, so that's why I decided to just describe you with features, which I feel like might be even more offensive. But in like kobold culture, we're very literal in kobold, like we describe things as the literal, so there's no misunderstandings.
I was
Well,
starting to wonder
we
if you
did.
thought elf was a bad word.
No. Just trying to be respectful and kind, and in the ways that I can be.
I see. Well, I am not a half elf. I am an elf. You can say elf. It's all right.
Okay, so we have elf in the back, me in the somewhat middle, and then the goblin, and then the dwarf. Yeah? Huh?
That sounds reasonable. That sounds fine with me.
Yeah, that works.
As you travel through this winding passageway, I need everyone to please give me dex checks as it narrows to the point where you're trying to avoid these razor sharp rocks that jut out.
Checks or save?
Checks.
Okay.
Check first, then we save if we fall.
Bayanor.
17.
All right, Eliana.
Dirty 20.
Garbo.
22.
And Wesley.
10.
Wesley, you take 6 points of damage as you cut yourself trying to squeeze through.
Ow. Shit. That's sharp as fuck.
Wesley, you'll need to be more careful.
You're right. I should be more careful. Yes. Yes.
As you transverse through this, it will come to an ending, opening up into a large chasm. You will see a stairwell spiraling. There are no handrails. It is just an open, spiraling stairwell going down. It is about 450 feet to the bottom. What's the matter, Patrick?
I'm laughing because the last time that I was on a stairwell that was winding and had no handrails, characters fell off the edge. That's all I'm gonna say.
My character is unbothered by the staircase. The player would be freaking freaked out about a staircase like that.
Yeah, my OSHA standards are like, where's the handrail? Where's the safety here? Why is this not here? This is not certified.
The
Dwarven
Imperials
architecture.
built this.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violation.
That's dwarven architecture, man. Gets me so heated. OSHA doesn't live in dwarf.
I mean, all dungeons are built by non-union workers. All right, I guess we're going down the stairs.
Okay. So you begin transversing the stairwell.
Before we go down the stairs, everybody good? You want to tie off or anything?
I don't have to go to the bathroom now.
All right.
Do you think there are handrails in Goblin Society? Really?
Hang on. Wait. So, like, hang on, Garbo. Are you telling me, what does a standard staircase look like in Goblin Society?
Like every 2 or 3 boards are mostly cracked off. There's a lot of holes. You never really know when you put your foot down if that's going to collapse on you or not. So you just gotta be real light on your feet and hope. It's oftentimes you never want to be the first one going because you want someone else to go. So when they fall through, they create a new board.
There are so many things that I want to question there. The ethical nature of using your fellow man as a stair step is one of them. But I could fill a book with all of the questions I have. But anyway,
All right. That's it. We're gonna go focus on not falling.
Oh yeah.
I start down.
Who's not going first? Who's first?
I'm first.
Are you too sure we shouldn't tie off?
I don't have to go to the bathroom. Why do you keep asking this?
He means tie each other together with a rope so that if one of you falls, we can catch you.
Well, that's totally. Yep. That must be a common language thing, because that does not mean the same in our world. But okay. Yeah, I don't have any rope. Does anyone have any rope? Look, wait. Think about it like this. We could all jump off, right? Like, I'm not saying we should do this. First of all, 100% need to listen to me before I say it. We could technically 100% fall off and jump off of this thing and hit the bottom and bounce. And you know what? We would be okay. Honestly, I can say this from experience. It's a real experience. But you will be okay, and you will be fine. If we fall, we'll just meet you at the bottom. You're just taking the faster way as opposed to the safe way. Because we did the Kumbaya circle.
That doesn't stop us from getting hurt, though. Just to stop
No,
us from
it's
dying.
no. I didn't say it wasn't going to hurt. It is 100% going to hurt. You are going to die. Like, you are going to die. However, it won't kill you.
I'd rather
Forever.
not take my chances on that one.
I'm just saying we can. That's fair. I'm saying we can go like with confidence.
Ellie has a very confused look on her face because he said you're going to die, but you're not going to die. Like, wait, what?
If I die for just a second, there's a very good chance that a goblin guy is just going to eat my soul right up before it can go back into my body.
No.
Just.
That's the magic. He will cobalt finger gun you. How far down the stairway is Bjarnor at this point? Because Wesley's just looking around now. He's just staring around.
Okay, so, Baynor, are you guys tying off or just
Nope.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yes.
So are you guys tying off or just going or?
I got the impression they want to just go.
Garbo will tie off if that's something that someone, initiates, but he's not going to initiate that kind of a strategy. He's not that smart.
All right. So going down, you traveling, you pass the first 10 steps, everything's fine. The next 10, everything's fine. About halfway down the next 10, Baynor, when you step down, you hear a click.
Shit. I stop moving. I'm going to, if nothing's happening right away, I'm going to try and look. I'm going to try and investigate for a mechanism and see if I can figure out what the pressure plate does if I let my foot off of it.
Give me an investigation check with disadvantage because you're basically investigating your own foot.
Uh, 12.
You're not sure. You just realized that the whole step is a pressure plate.
Guys,
Yeah.
stepped on a pressure plate.
So what happens now? Okay, so here we go. The rest of us go back upstairs, Bjarnor, and you go forward and see what happens, and then we'll come back down and see.
Hang on.
Garbo.
Hang on, Bjarnor. And Wesley's going to try and make his way close to, like, be able to get within reach of Bjarnor, like on the same step as Garbo.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
You got it. And that dexterity check is a dun 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 dun. Technology is great. I love it every day. Oh, ooh, a 22.
You're able to get down on the same step with Garbo.
Okay. So here's my idea. So if that step falls away, or the rest of the steps fall away, we have two options. I have no idea how traps work. I'm only going off of how many rogues I have tried to save in the past, and this is what I've seen them do to save other people before those people either died or the rogue died. One of those two things happened, and I'm still here today to tell stories about it. So, Garbo, we're both going to grab Bjarnor,
Okay.
and we're going to pull him backwards onto the step with us. But we have to do it at the same time, and we're gonna. This is obviously very small, so we're gonna kind of have to also jump onto his feet to act as booty, if that makes any sense to you.
This sounds
Act
like a
as
terrible idea. What
booty?
are you thinking?
I'm confused.
Alright,
We're gonna
first,
grab-
preface this with saying that everyone you've seen try this, one or both of them has died.
No. I've seen this work. I've just also seen this happen in situations where a rogue and that later on passed away or whatever. Look, it's worked before. So here's what's gonna happen.
Or you
Yeah.
two could move back up the steps and let me take a look and see if I can disarm it.
I like that plan. I vote for
Oh,
that.
that seems like a good plan. Yeah, okay.
Oh. Yeah, okay. He'll move out of the way and go up some steps and make
Yeah,
space so that
Yeah,
Eliana can
I'm
get down
okay
there.
with being out of the way. That sounds good to me. Okay. Garbo shuffles up a couple extra steps.
Alright. I will back up with them so that they can back up the steps, and then I will misty step to the step above where Bjarnor is so that I don't risk knocking them off the stairs.
Okay.
Mark off the use of my misty step so that I do not forget. Alright. Alright. Bjarnor, don't move. I'm going to try to take a look at the step.
All right.
Alright, so she's going to try and investigate the pressure plate tier.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
Hey, Tyr, does my holding perfectly still count as helping? He
It
asked
does not.
hopefully. I didn't
does
think
not.
so, but I had to try. I had to try.
And it was a really adorable attempt. Investigation, 8 plus 12, that's dirty 20.
From the best that you can tell, this pressure plate is wired and such to bring the whole staircase down.
She's going to mumble to herself in Elvish for a moment because those two were totally going to do something stupid. All right, Bjarnor, And she's going to try and say quietly to him. If this goes off, the whole staircase is going to come down.
Is there a way to maybe... I mean, if you can't disarm it, I don't know if you can. Can we wedge it so that the plate doesn't come back up? Finish setting off the trap? I'm
going to try.
I got a couple of pitons in my pack.
Let me try to disarm it. If it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, we can try wedging it. Archer, she's going to attempt to disarm the pressure plate.
All right, sleight of hand.
Okay.
You want this to go well, because if this goes bad...
Oh, I know. Well, how does a 19 plus 10 sound to you?
Ooh.
You are able to disarm the trap in such a way, moving the pressure springs, that they are still engaged, but if Bayanor moves, that they will not collapse.
Once she's sure she's got it. All right. Go ahead and step off the plate.
Before I step, I'm going to investigate the next step. That is 12 plus 8, dirty 20.
Seems fine.
All right, I very cautiously and slowly step off the plate.
Okay. There's a creaking as you step down the next plate. The stairwell actually shifts a little as the stability has been compromised because of part of the trap being engaged. But it holds.
All right. Everybody real slow and careful now. And I'm going to begin investigating my way down the stairs as we go to see if there are any more traps.
All right. Give me an investigation check. And anyone that's going down the steps, including you, Bayanor, will have to give me a dexterity check as the stairwell is doing this.
Okay, my first investigation check is a 15 plus 8 is 23. And my first dex check is a 13.
So intent on finding any traps, you lose your balance and you go right off the end. I need a dexterity save. As you begin falling, you see these stalagmites of obsidian sticking up.
Dex save?
Yes.
That is a 16 plus 9 is 25.
You're able to pull yourself in, twisting your body, contorting it. You slam hard on the ground, missing the stalactites, taking 77 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Eliana, was you going down as well?
Yeah.
I need
My
a dex.
The dex check is 17.
You barely stay on, but you do see Bayanor fall.
Shit, and I don't think I have anything for catching somebody who's fallen. This isn't my druid. I can't just do the thing. Oh.
Garbo.
I have nothing to help him. Shoot.
I also got a 17.
All right, so you're making it down. Wesley.
14.
And off you go. I need a dex save to see if you avoid the stalagmites. Or a dex. I said death. I meant dex.
That's it.
I am going to use my final lucky. Please say I have a lucky. Yes, a lucky. To do a thing. Come on, phone. Don't be a magnet. Yeah, that's it.
I think you need to start using real dice.
I have no space over here.
That will send you into the stalagmites. You'll take 101 points of damage. 79 bludgeoning, 77 bludgeoning, 29 piercing. Eliana, do you wish to proceed further?
Don't see where we have a choice. All right. I'm going down the next section, I suppose. That's only 16.
16.
Yeah, that's only 16.
Off you go.
Fuck.
Dex save to see if you avoid the stalactites.
All right, well, I'm much better at saves than I am at checks. That's 23 for the save.
You will take 77 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall. Garbo.
I got 21.
And you make it down the next 10 steps. What do you wish to do? Are you going again?
Oh, I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep on going down.
All right, give me another dex check.
Oh man. Oh no, that's not good. No, that's only a 14.
All right, give me a dex save to see if you avoid the stalactites.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. This is not. 15.
You'll take 101 points of damage, 77 bludgeon, 29 piercing.
Oh.
I love that chat says that OSHA is the Orcish Safety and Health Association.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, in a twisted crumble heap, you're all at the bottom of the stairwell, laying. Some of you broken and battered, other of you broken, battered, and pierced, cut, sliced, bleeding.
I hate this place already.
I'll take
Everybody
it back.
here?
I'll take it back. We don't have to be here for history. We can just go.
I think it's a little late for that. You really
gotta-
want to try to climb back up that?
No.
We're not doing that. We're not gonna climb back up.
Hey,
Oh,
let's look at the bright side. If that Guardian was right, we're meant to get this place up and flying. We don't have to climb anywhere to get out of here.
that'd be pretty
Don't know how
cool.
to do that.
Right now,
Hey,
I'm
y'all.
just maybe taking a nap. Ouch.
Hey, y'all. Do you want to just take a second? And I know you're probably like to the left and the right and probably underneath of me or on top of me. I can't really feel much. I just hurt all over. Just remember to... And his hands will very weakly come up. Yeah, to heal. He's casting a 5th level Mass Cure Wounds on everyone. We will get... Dun, 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 dun. 23 health back.
Awesome.
Oh,
Oh, it's something. That's alright. That's sure for sure. That's something.
Oh, that is a bit better. Thank you, Wesley.
Welcome.
All right,
Are
what are you
still
doing?
bleeding? I have bandages.
Fine. I'll just give me a minute. I just gotta.
And he will put his hands on his own chest and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on himself.
Okay.
Getting 37 hit points back. Ooh, that's a good heal.
We just gotta keep going, right? We just gotta keep going. Gotta find sword.
Tirlock said this place is dangerous. I think we need to take a moment.
Oh, okay.
Make sure that we are ready to fight.
Yeah.
And as you all
That's
take
so
a
fine.
moment, we're going to take our last break because I have to do some adjusting. I'm having physical difficulties.
Wait.
We'll go ahead and take our last break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. And we are back. Thanks so much for hanging out while we took our last break. The party had made it the quick way down the spiral staircase. They survived. Are you guys taking a rest? What are you doing?
I'm good to keep going, but if we want to take a short rest, I'm fine with that. I think Garbo is the most hurt still, so
Yeah,
leave it
I
up to
am
Garbo.
definitely pretty hard. I can't rest up too much more than I already have, because we already rested a good amount today, and I rested a lot then.
Roll over
Yeah.
here. Roll
Okay.
over here. Just roll over here.
Okay, I'm over here.
He's gonna put his hand on you and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Okay.
And you are going to get the magnificent amount of as dice shoot across my screen and then disappear magically. The amount of 32 damage. Good heals.
32. Oh, okay. Now I'm okay. I can go now. I'm good. We can do this.
Just a pick me up. Like, if I have to do another big session, I'll try to. But right now, your boys.
We'll be good.
It's a very long and hard day on your boy, and I may have mistakenly healed out of some kindness to somebody. Doing a kindness, expecting no kindness in return, sometimes is very draining on one person because, oh boy, you only get so much in a day, you know?
Okay, Wesley, let's go. Let's get this over with. Get our sword. Go kill Lilith. We got this shit.
All I know is that when we're done with this, we need to find a town that has a bar.
I'm for that. I lost my
agree.
chance.
Bars have some wonderful trash behind them.
They also have alcohol.
That too.
All right. Take a look around. See if we can figure out where to go next.
You see a large, the head of a dragon carved in stone, its mouth agape. You see light coming from behind these large jaws, the teeth shimmering obsidian, the tongue overlapping the teeth like stairwell, almost invitingly.
Well, that's not foreboding or anything.
I get
Let's
it.
have the conversation about not eating people without their consent again.
Get it. Dragonclaw. The entrance is a dragon. I'm so tired.
Yeah. All right, give me a second. I'm going to investigate it and see if there's anything. I'm very leery now about stepping on steps and like these jaws just clamping shut on us or something. So I will investigate first before entering. Uh, 15.
Everything seems normal. It just seems like stone, just carved obsidian.
All right, looks safe enough. I'll go first.
Okie dokie.
I'll walk through.
Walking up the steps, the top step is a little loose, and for just a moment, you think that you've triggered a pressure plate before
Shit.
it kicks back into place.
Oh, hey, be careful. This top step's a little rickety. And I'll keep going.
You come to another archway. Looking out, you can see trees, large evergreens, encased in glass or crystal, as far as the eye can see. In the very, very, very limit of your vision on the horizon, you see a single spire.
I, This place is weird. All right, I guess we're heading for that spire.
Is everybody else going?
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one is a little rickety. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As the last of you
Ooh.
steps through, the jaws will begin to close.
Uh-oh. I guess we really aren't going back that way now.
Well, there weren't any stairs anyway.
Yeah.
Once they finish closing, you will see a rainbow bridge appear out of thin air where you are, arcing over the forest headed towards the spire.
Well, that's convenient. Hopefully it's not badly convenient.
I want to do a thing. I want to do a thing we never get to do. Use a power. I'm going to walk up to the Rainbow Bridge, and I'm going to touch it. And I want to use Grim Psychometry to see what I can tell about the history of this bridge.
I'm not very familiar with that power. Give me just a second.
I'll read it out for the audience, too. All the way at the bottom of... Near the bottom. Here we go. When making an intelligence history check to recall information about a darker past surrounding an object you are touching or a location you are present in, you have advantage on the roll. So I just want to see what kind of, if I can get a vibe off what this bridge is for, or if there's anything off about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank God I get advantage. I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20. That's the kind of night we're having. Yay, advantage. My history is +8, so that's a 28.
You generally recall reading something a long time ago about the Flying Kingdom, although it never gave a name, and that the entrance to the kingdom was across a rainbow bridge, and that anyone that was from there would always be able to find the Bridge of Rainbow.
Apparently, I read something a long time ago. It was about a flying city. It wasn't Dragonclaw in particular, but could have been, I guess. The entrance was a rainbow bridge, but that only people from here should be able to find it. Guess the place thinks we're from here now.
Okay, well, that's fine with me, I guess.
All right, I guess we take the bridge.
Yeah. You first, Bronor.
Yep. Here we go.
Bayanor will step on the bridge and vanish.
Okie dokie. Well, he's gone. Interesting. Wesley, your turn.
No. Please. Garbo. You are clearly closer to the bridge and therefore second in line to go. Plus, you were second on the going down the stairs. I wouldn't want to mess up the flow that we already got here.
How wide is the bridge?
It's wide. It's like 60 feet wide.
Oh wow, that's a really
Ellie?
big bridge.
Ellie's gonna step up to the two of them, grab Wesley's hand with her left, and grab Garbo's hand with her right. We're going to go together.
Okay.
Yes, now. And she's gonna kind of like try to yank them as she steps on.
Oh.
All of
Yeah.
you will find yourself standing in a room. In this room are statues. You will see a statue of a dwarf, clad in plate mail, lifting a hammer above their head. You will see a statue of an elf, dressed in high clothing, holding a book and conjuring energy. You will see a statue of man. You will see each race even goblin and kobold represented in this round chamber. And before you, a set of wooden double doors.
Wow.
Well, this place is sure fancy as fuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's oddly quiet. It's just like,
I like the decor. Very nice.
He said the Q word. Now we're doomed.
yeah.
Well,
There ain't nothing for it. Go to the door.
As you step forward, there will be a chiming noise, a ching,
Oh,
a small flash of blue, and you will hear, "Welcome, dwarf."
Hi. Who the fuck said that?
There's no other response.
I think it just recognizes the races as they step in. Hopefully there's not
okay.
one that, foreboding or anything.
Garbo steps in.
Welcome, goblin.
Okay, hi.
uh,
Anyone there? Hello.
Is the doors big enough that Eliana and Wesley could go together?
Yeah, I mean they're large double doors.
Okay, well, Wesley will kind of like tug on Eliana's like pants leg and like put his hand up to like hold hands because he wants to go together because he's scared.
She'll hold his hand.
Welcome, elf. Welcome, kobold.
Is there any inscriptions or anything on any of the statues?
There are not.
So we go check out the door.
It is large, double doors, wooden, with wrought iron pull rings.
I will investigate the doors to see if they are trapped. That is an 18 plus 8 is 26.
They are not trapped.
All right, I guess we'll pull them open. I'll grab both handles and pull, stepping back to throw them open. Sort of the opposite of Aragorn coming into Helm's Deep.
Opening the doors, you will see a marble hallway before you. White, gleaming. They are golden sconces every 15 feet dancing with a blue flame, a magical arcane light. You will see tapestries rowed on both sides, lining the hallway, and another set of double doors at the end.
Are the tapestries just like decorative, or do they have are they more like paintings and that they have scenes depicted on them, or?
They have scenes depicted on them.
All right, I'm gonna, as we go down the hall, take it nice and slow and look at the scenes on the tapestries. Since we're supposed to be looking for proverbs, hopefully something here might give us a clue for later.
You see... I'm sorry, go ahead. What was you going to say, Eliana?
I was just going to say Ellie will also be looking at the tapestries.
All right.
Same with Wesley.
As y'all walk, you see that each of these are great moments in history of different races. There are moments of the Dwarven kings. You see moments of kobold warrens and goblin warrens. You see the emerald and the elves therein. You see man in places like Frenia and Iron Sage. It is just different pictures of life and moments.
It's a weird thing to put so much work into commemorating. I mean, the statues I get, like they're just saying all races are welcome here. And then these are
Like, great. Like, people
Hey,
are welcome and they're great.
this is like, here's what people's lives look like that don't live here. If that makes sense. Little taste of home for folk who come here, I guess. I don't.
Well, I mean, Tyrlock looked like a man, and then he wasn't a man. Maybe it's like a... Oh, I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know how Dragonlith are made. I don't know if Dragonlith are people or whatever. He's the only one I've ever seen. Maybe they're just like... collective? Maybe they're ancestors? Maybe everyone's a Dragonlith? Or Dragonlith is everyone?
Maybe
Everyone's good? Everyone's great?
Maybe it's hinting at the way all of our histories and lives are actually linked together.
Could be. But I don't know anything about Dragonlith either, but Sherlock said you've got a bit of dragon heritage. He said that the rest of us didn't, which is why we had to be real careful of the water.
Oh, yeah, I'm a
Not that
kobold.
we've seen any water.
I'm
Anyway, I
kobold.
guess we should go through that next door. I'll go up and investigate the door. Ooh, 10.
Seems fine. It's a beautiful door.
I will open the door, or attempt to.
Opening the door, you will hear the lapping of water as you look out in what appears to be what was once a courtyard or a marketplace. You see permanent vendor stands mostly buried underwater. You see trees, you see benches, all under this crystal clear water. And the items of these things that are above water are encased in glass or crystal. And you see a footbridge wide enough for one person to travel, broken in a couple of places, arching over this to another set of raised daises with more trees and benches, as if it was a observation to go and relax and watch the people beneath you.
Well, reckon we found the water. And I reckon anything what falls into it gets covered in that crystal, like that stuff down there in those trees. I have to be real careful getting across.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm much better at climbing when I'm a bear, but I weigh a lot more too.
I don't know that we could chance it with how small that bridge looks and how not sturdy.
Yeah.
Well, looks like it's the only way across, though. So, you know,
How
go
far-
ahead, Gunnar.
You were about
how
to say something,
far-
Ellie?
How far above the water is the bridge?
It is an art. Let's use this arm. It is an arched bridge, so it starts water level and goes up 20 feet above the water arching over to the daises that start. They're multiple leveled, and they start at 30 feet and work their way up.
Okay.
I have since I am a dwarf, can I tell looking at the bridge you said it's in disrepair and there's some chunks missing in places. But can I tell how sound the bridge is overall?
Give me a flat intelligence check.
Oh, fuck me, Ustad. 17 plus 3. Dirty 20.
Seems fairly standard, solid.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but on my end, your mic cut out on the word don't.
All right, we got rope. Anybody got rope? Mine was in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I got some rope.
Here, I'm trying to remember because it's not in my notes. Ellie still has her bag, her backpack, correct? I have some rope as well.
All right, I'll go first, and I'll hammer in pitons every so often and tie the rope off to it, and that'll give you guys something to hang on to, anchor with, as you come across. I wish I still had my climber's kit. That'd be helpful right about now, but make do with what we got, I suppose. So I'm gonna move out onto the bridge, moving slow and careful. And how long is the expanse of the bridge?
The bridge is 70 feet from end to end.
Okay, I'll do a piton every like 15 feet or so then tie the rope off to it and
Right.
take both sets of rope, and then whoever's coming up in the rear can untie and bring the rope with them. Pitons will leave.
I need everyone but Garbo to earmuff.
Sorry, my touchpad suddenly stopped working. There we go. Okay, not so much. There we go. Sorry, it's not letting me.
You can just take your headset off.
Sorry.
All right, Garbo. You have a vision.
Oh.
You have a vision of a mighty gold dragon atop a mountain carrying a book and a sword. The book turns to ash, and as it falls, each ash turns into a raven, and each raven flies away. The sword turns to sand and falls. As it falls, everything that it passes withers with time.
Okay.
All right,
That was weird.
all right. Let's get everybody back.
Oh, I'm seeing things. Seeing things.
Gotta believe.
What'd you see, Garbo?
Dragon. It's a book, sword, book in one hand, sword in the other. The book turns to ash and flies away like ravens, and the sword falls down like sand, and everything below it withers and dies with time. I don't. It's so weird.
Oh, okay, that's a lot to process. Start with the first image. Slideshow it for me.
Oh man.
You said there was a
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah, Dragon Man.
What kind of
Why?
dragon?
I don't know.
Okay,
Color.
that's okay.
Waiting.
Dragon Man. Next image.
He has a sword. He's got a book.
Okay. Is he stabbing the book, or what is he doing with the sword?
He's just holding
Okay.
he's
Next
just
image.
holding 'em. And then the book turns to ash, and
Yes.
it all flies away into ravens.
Okay. Ash and the Ravens. Got it. Next image.
Yeah. And then the sword falls down in like sand,
Mhm.
and
Into sand.
everything it touches withers and dies, as if it's like aging.
Okay. Final image.
That's it. That's the image.
Everything withering. Having to death.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Dragon Man holding a sword with the book. The book goes into ash, which of ravens. Sword falls into the ground of time. Withers dies. Okay. That's a lot to unpack. Could be revealing to the sword that we're trying to get from here. This is a place of dragons. The Dragon Man could reveal to the Dragon Leader. The book.
Book could be knowledge. Knowledge is fleeting. It can be lost. Or it can spread, like ravens flying away.
Yes, but ashes first, meaning it was lost and then carried away. So, and the sword being lost to time.
Wow.
So it's just about the sword.
You guys are really good at image interpretationers.
The sword could
I-
also be entropy. Maybe the natural course of the world. That the
Entropy.
sword falls like time upon the world.
Oh. I thought.
Actually, I don't get that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just being stupid. I thought entropy, some kind of gardening of tree creatures.
No,
And-
entropy is like
Tree.
it's the things aging and dying and decaying. It's the
Like
I
some
usually
more
don't
sense.
I don't usually get that deep until I'm like pretty deep in my cups. But Master Dwarf, you are pretty good at this dream analyzations. Have you ever thought about becoming like a part-time person to talk to?
no. I just
Could
do a
be.
lot of reading.
Fair.
Speaking of reading, Tyr, have I ever come across anything that sounds anything like that before?
Anyone's welcome to make a history check. And you can do so with advantage.
All of us?
Yes. Even you, Garbo.
Okie dokie. Oh, well, that's not terrible. Not great either.
Ben.
I got 15. Oh, sorry.
21. Blackjack.
Eliana.
16.
Garbo.
15. 15.
Wesley.
Also a 16.
All of you find that for whatever reason, this image that has presented itself to Garbo is familiar. It strikes a chord. It rings a bell. There is something about it that haunts your memory, trying to recall it. Like when there is the title of a song or a book that is right there on the tip of your tongue that you know, but you can't seem to grasp your mind around it. This image provokes that same feeling within all of you. And perhaps it would be further studied if it was not for the sound of boot steps ahead of you that might draw you from your thoughts. As you see Reuven disappearing into one of the doorways at the dioceses.
How the fuck did that asshole get here?
Where is that?
That's Eliana's uncle.
Oh, yes. I
The
think I
Umbra
remember
guy.
you saying something about that.
Sometimes him being here in this way feels like punishment for having fought out of revenge.
Yeah, well, we'll just keep killing him.
Just makes my blood boil every time I see him.
All right, let's get a move on. Start working across the bridge. Slow and steady pitons.
All right, so everyone can make either an athletics or a dex check with advantage because you have the pitons in the rope.
Okay. That was almost a minor heart attack.
All right, Bayanor.
24. I rolled a nat 1 on my first roll, and then it stopped on the nat 1 and then slowly tipped over to a 19 on the second roll. Thought I rolled 2 nat 1s in a row.
Eliana.
Well, I rolled a 1 and a 4, so I've got 10.
Garbo.
I rolled 2 3s. So I got a dirty 20.
You have a plus 17?
I do!
Wesley.
I got a 15.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to call it.
Okay. No worries.
I'm sorry, guys. It's been such a bad pain day. It's not only the lower back pain where I have the pinched nerve, but the ankylosing spondylitis is just kicking my ass today. I'm so sorry. Let's go ahead and remind people who we are, where they can find us. Guys, this is our last DQSR on this channel. So the next DQSR will be on our own channel. If you haven't already, make sure you go and follow it. It's twitch.tv/Wheel of the Dice. All one word. Yeah, let's go ahead and remind people who we are and let's get out of here.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Western on the Front. And you can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick. And also go to our YouTube and go look at the VODs and stuff. Go subscribe right now. Will of the Dice at youtube.com. Go find it. Do it now. Bye.
Comments for the algorithm.
Dan! Play Garbo! And you can find me on Twitter at Ravenous Dan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley and I played Liliana. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi gamers, I'm still Clark, and I played Bjornar Sandgar, and you can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
And I'm Tier the DM. I'm the world's okayest DM, and you can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM. Remember, guys, you're not alone. That things get dark and times get tough, but there's always people there. Remember that love and inclusion, these are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And remember, until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. We love you guys.